Hello fellow seedlings, welcome back to my channel. It's Madison here, or Dandelion, and we are finally, after many months of radio silence, doing another deity spotlight. And today we are spotlighting Horus. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember that these deity spotlights are voted on by my channel members. So when you become a member of my channel, you get access to members-only polls that help decide what deity we're going to spotlight next. So if you want to have a say in that, become a member of the channel. And in case you guys were wondering, yes, Giles is adjusting to the move to the country very well. He killed a mouse this morning. Left it for me on the ground next to my bed. I almost stepped on a dead mouse. I love him very much. Anyway, Horus. So Horus is one of the most significant deities in ancient Egypt. The oldest known statue found in Egypt is of Horus. And Horus is a god of the sky, and he is also known as the god of pharaohs, the god of kings, and the helper of Ra. Ra is the god of creation within Egyptian mythology. So a very powerful deity. All right, while he's doing that. And Horus is a falcon god. So you may see Horus depicted as a falcon, completely as a falcon, or as a human with the head of a falcon. And sometimes Horus is depicted as a winged sun disk. Horus is the child of Isis and Osiris. And if you know a bit about Egyptian mythology, you'll know that Isis and Osiris are sort of the most important male and female deities within the ancient Egyptian pantheon. Why are you doing that? You choose to be naughty right now? In front of all your fans? Son, be a good son. He was disrespecting the parrot feathers. On camera. Ugh, the audacity. And Horus is also known as the Distant One. And Horus is the last born of the 5 original gods of Egypt. And Horus's birth story is very interesting and important for who Horus is, and important to anyone who wants to work with Horus. It's important that you know the story of Horus's birth. So Horus is Isis's child, and Isis gave birth to Horus in secret. She gave birth to Horus while hiding from Set. And again, if you know ancient Egyptian mythology, you'll know that Set is a god of chaos. He's sort of the villain in all of these ancient Egyptian mythological stories. So Isis conceived Horus through magic, because Isis is magic personified, after her brother and her husband Osiris had been killed by Set. Isis hid herself away in the marshes of the Nile to give birth to Horus and keep Horus safe from Set. She knew that if Set knew Horus was about to be born, that Set would want him dead. And Isis raised Horus in secret, again to protect him from Set. And once Horus was old enough, Horus challenged Set to a battle to avenge his father Osiris's death and to claim leadership over Egypt from Set back to the good guys. And Horus is fighting this battle not only to avenge his father Osiris's death, but also to bring order to Egypt. Again, Horus is a deity of the pharaoh, a deity of rulers and kings and power. So Horus is fighting this battle not only to avenge his father and defend Egypt, but also to preserve Ma'at, which Ma'at is balance, order, justice, basically the opposite of chaos, which is what Set represents. So this is a battle between light and shadow, order and chaos, Horus and Set. And during this battle, Horus loses an eye. And in some stories, Set is forced to return Horus's eye to him. And in other stories, the god Thoth heals Horus's eye for him, restoring it. And this is where the Eye of Horus comes from. So you've probably seen the Eye of Horus. It's a very popular symbol partially because of the cultural craze around Egyptomania, with the unearthing of tombs and things throughout American culture. The fashion of Egypt has gotten very popular. The design of ancient Egypt has gotten very popular. So this Eye of Horus is used for decor a lot of the time, but it has a very significant cultural and spiritual meaning and mythological meaning. So you've probably seen it before, but you might not necessarily know what it represents, or you might know what it represents, but you don't know the mythological story behind it. So now you do. So this Eye of Horus, or Wejat, is a symbol of protection, restoration, and healing. So remember, Horus lost his eye, and his eye was restored and healed by Thoth. So this is why the symbol of the Eye of Horus represents healing, restoration, and protection. And Horus's eyes in general have specific meanings. Horus's right eye represents the sun, the morning star. And Horus's left eye represents the moon, or the evening star. And that right eye, the sun, or the morning star, also represents power, that kingship, that pharaoh that Horus represents. And then that left eye, the moon or the evening star, represents the healing attributes of Horus. So let's talk a little bit about working with Horus now that we have a grasp on who Horus is and what Horus represents. So as you may have guessed, Horus is great to work with for anything that has to do with power, confidence, leadership, anything that you're doing to give yourself confidence or give yourself power, charge yourself with power. So that kind of work that gives you power and confidence or helps you to lead others. Say you've gotten a promotion and you need to be someone's boss. Horus can help you to lead. And on the more advanced side, very advanced side, if you're a person who practices Godhead assumption, Horus is the representation of the pharaoh. And the pharaoh is not only a leader among humans or a king, but also a god on earth. So Horus can be very potent to work with in Godhead assumption because he is literally a pharaoh, a god on earth. All pharaohs encompassed into one deity. So Godhead assumption with Horus is very potent. Again, that's for very advanced practitioners. Godhead assumption is not something that should be entered into lightly. And I definitely wouldn't say to start with Horus. And then remembering Horus's association with Ma'at, we want to work with Horus anytime that we're trying to bring order to chaos. Anytime that we're trying to bring things into harmony, bring things into balance. Horus can be very helpful for that kind of work. So even in today's society, something that comes to mind for me that I'm kind of like, ooh, I should do that is, and this would maybe be a good community spell. So if you guys are interested in casting this as a group, put that in the comments and maybe we can do a live stream or something. But one idea is for our modern society, if Horus is connected to this idea of balance and order, justice and harmony, peace, a spell could be done to bring peace and harmony and help the good guy win in Palestine, situations where genocide is occurring, even in the United States, where we see a lot of problems going on because of people in charge. Horus restored balance and justice in the past in that battle with Set, and he can do it now by aiding you in your spell work. And then utilizing the Eye of Horus, we can use this symbol again for protection, for healing, for restoration. So this is a great symbol to wear. I'm wearing it right now. I wear this ring every single day. So great symbol to wear. You can also meditate on this symbol to bring healing, restoration, protection. And you can also place this symbol on your altar or in your sacred space. So if you have an altar in general, or if you have an altar specifically for Horus, that's a great place to put the Eye of Horus. And you can use this symbol in your spells and rituals. Use it kind of almost as a sigil. And the color we want to work with Horus is green and blue. Also, Horus is very strongly connected to the sky. Remember, he's a falcon. So Horus can be very powerful in any kind of work that has to do with the element of air or has to do with the sky. And the crystal we're going to work with Horus is lapis lazuli. Okay, So that is all about the god Horus. I hope that you feel like you learned a lot about Horus from this video and you know now how to honor him and work with him. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. And remember, you can hit that join button below this video to become a member of my channel. And that gives you early access to all my videos, access to those polls that we talked about at the beginning of the video. And there are a lot more deity spotlights here on my channel, so check out that playlist. It's filled with lots of goodies and it's just gonna get more and more added to it as time goes on. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Blessed be.